not going again. Shoot. Oh, there it goes, maybe. We got video at least.
Yeah. Damn Stella's fault. It's always the goals.
Did you guys, oh, you guys are on the All-Stars this year, yeah?
Yeah, for Stella.
I was talking to one of the North Stars dads. He said it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was.
Who's her goalie partner? Does she have one?
Yeah, Gracie Bucker.
Gracie Bucker. I don't know her. Nice.
Yeah, it was good. First period was really good for us. All right.
Yeah, they still do that at this age.
Unacceptable. Harder in the third period than it did in the first. How are you guys doing?
Our team looks about half the size of their team. Yeah, we've lost so many kids this season.
Injury or just
injuries and yeah, there's been a lot of injury and illness. We've had very few games where we play with a complete roster, and one of our kids we lost completely for the season due to concussions.
Who was that?
Ludwig.
Oh, okay.
But he's focusing on soccer now, so it's not like he's not doing sports, you know.
Did he have more than one or just one? And
Yeah, I think he's had 2 or 3.
This year? Wow.
And you know, they've had other kids with injuries, so
older one.
you're going to be like extra cautious as a parent. And I know Steve did a lot of research on head injuries and whatnot. We were talking about too, because Colton got one early on in the season, and he was really concerned about him and kind of keeping an eye on him as well.
Was it just due to a good check or something, or just
bad check?
Oh, okay.
Every single one was a bad check, and I think every single one came from the North Stars too. That North Stars 14U, man. I'll skull it there. Dawson. Yeah.
It's the worst haircut.
Is that a haircut? I don't know.
It's hairstyle.
I don't know what he's going for. We all got to have one. That's the one he chose, I guess.
I'm not allowed within 200 feet of the school.
And I can't. Nobody can understand how that man's still single.
Yeah, who'd have thunk?
Oh man, I'm saying that on video too. Oh, I'm a terrible person.
Jest,
everybody knows. Everybody knows me at this point. Everybody knows I'm a terrible person. It's fine.
At this point,
the expectations are pretty low. See, I'm already losing viewers now. They're all, I don't know what's this guy.
Not woke enough. We lost 2 players. One went to the North Stars. The other just quit hockey.
Oh, that's sad, man.
I was like, man.
The kids quit like that. Who's the coach?
For the All-Stars?
Yeah.
Christy Hickle.
Oh, she's been there for a while.
Yeah.
She's a good one.
Yeah, I like her. Short bench every game too, it seems like.
This looks bigger than normal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's all of them. That's 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just counting there. Like, oh, we might have either.
Yeah, we actually got a full bench today for our league game. Is Stella still doing figure skating too?
Not so much. I say it's definitely just like, if you want to do it and you're not busy, here you go.
Yeah. Her sister is all right.
Oh yeah, she's still going strong. Stella's more not the technical part, but like a showcase. Like I was gonna be silly and crazy, and she gets away.
That's perfect. That's a good time to do it. Go get serious for hockey and then go have fun doing some figure skating. Exactly. I bet she can use her edges like nobody else too.
Yeah, I've been telling
goalie plus figure skating.
Gear, man. Like get out there. Out skate everybody.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. That's your cue, refs. Come on, zebras, get on the ice. Maybe we forgot to book them.
Maddie, get out there, ref. He does his game sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on, Maddie. What game you watching?
I got to go to one of those games that he's reffing just to watch for entertainment purposes. We got Darren out there, Darren and Louie.
Yeah.
Louis was reffing the high school game last night. It was mediocre.
Who was that? What game?
Chuyak and West.
Okay. I haven't seen any high school this year. I meant to go to 1 or 2.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple. My kid, he had his hip surgery this past spring, and so he's still like, his lateral movement's a little slow, but other than that, he's doing pretty good. And he's only played in a couple games, but coach has been dressing him for the bench now. And he's got a game coming up on Wednesday, and then another one this coming weekend. So that'll be cool.
Well, good luck. I'm going to find my daughter.
Yeah, sounds good, Chris. We'll see you later.
Good luck, Craig.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, started a couple minutes early there. Took a couple minutes for the zebras to get out here, but here we are in Anchorage at the most northern rink in town. That would be the UAA Chuck Homan Avis Alaska Sports Complex, home of the Alaska Seawolves, the Anchorage, University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, that is, where we are hosting Fairbanks. And this is a league game this morning against Fairbanks. Yesterday was a strange game all around. We won't talk about yesterday. It was a win by the numbers on the scoreboard, but I don't know if you call that a win by the performance. So the boys look wide awake this morning, getting the legs warmed up here in the warm-ups. And we're going to get started in just a few seconds. Speaking of warming up, it's doing a little bit of that here in Anchorage. We are all the way up to double digits again. I think it was 10 degrees on the drive in, which that's a 32 degree difference. And when you have a 32 degree difference, that's the difference between like 32 degrees and 64. It's t-shirt weather out there now. We got some more snow moving in. We got a little dusting, maybe an inch last night. They're calling for another few, 2 to 4 throughout the day today. I will not be with you for this evening game. It's evening, yeah, an evening game. I gotta leave. They're making me go to work. All the way down to Guadalajara, which I think is in Mexico. As long as I take off, turn right, I'll be headed the right direction. So I think we'll get the lovely Alana helping out for this evening's game, which I know everyone's cheering and clapping. Get a break from Joe. Ugh. But hey, my voice isn't super raspy anymore. Feeling a lot better than I was last month. It was a gross month. It was not fun at the Brownworth household. Anywho, it definitely looks like these boys are ready to play on both sides of the ice as we bring out the Maddie line with Postma, Brownworth. We got Carroll and Altenberg starting us off back there on defense. I might zoom in just a touch. There we are. As we start it off. Maddie with the faceoff, wins it to the rear. Carroll has the puck. He's trying to send that one up forward for Postma, but Fairbanks sent it off. So he goes for the DDD pass up to Altenberg, to Brownworth. Brownworth tried to tip that one to Maddie, but it didn't quite make it there. Puck ends up back on the stick of Altenberg. Altenberg to Postma. Postma back to Carroll. Carroll sends it back into the neutral zone where Maddie delivers a hit to try and get that puck back, and that's exactly what he does, is he tries to send to Brownworth, but Brownworth could not get a stick on it. He's going to chase it on down right now. Back behind the net, the puck goes. Brownworth putting on the pressure along with Postma. Maddie steps in trying to get that puck, but he is unable to as we go back in the defensive. Dotson and Anderson are fresh on the ice, and a shot towards net takes out Seppi, and he is a little labored in getting up, but he is a tough guy. Just needed a minute as he got taken out. And there is no call on that as the Fairbanks player just charged right into him as he made that save and made sure that that puck stayed out of the net. Short conversation. Referee Louis down there is Imbriani explaining to Seppi, or maybe Seppi's explaining to him, like, hey, that was baloney. How is a guy supposed to charge into me like that? You don't call it. McLaughlin with the face-off. He's joined out there. Oh, that was a screen shot. He's joined out there by Eli Anderson, Hunter, Anderson, and Dots on defense. And that quick shot off the face-off was screened all the way, an on-ice shot that Seppi could never see. And they buried it to the back of the net. As coach is furious, telling the boys to do their job. We're going to get a change of line. Erstrom's out there with Morales and Baxter, Carroll and Altenberg on defense now after that goal, bringing us a 0-1 game with Fairbanks in the lead. Baxter working it all the way through neutral ice, gets it in the offensive zone, but only briefly as Fairbanks is going to go right on the breakout here and gain the zone. Near boards, they're going to take the puck. Erstrom steals it away. Back behind the net he goes over to the far side. As he gets that one out, Fairbanks steals it away. And Fairbanks is going to send that puck right back on in for the boys to chase down. Altenberg gets there first, sends it up the near boards to Baxter. Baxter cuts and curls out. Long pass over to Morales. Just misses him, but it gets out to neutral ice for Maddie to challenge along with Morales putting on the pressure. Baxter's able to steal that one away. Baxter gains his own. Baxter looks, he shoots. Block shot back behind the net. It goes over to the far corner. Fairbanks sends it right back behind the net over to the near corner where Fairbanks picks it up once again. Changes are happening right now as we bring Postma out on the ice. Fairbanks is going on the breakout. All the way down. Altenberg gets there first, sends it behind the net. DDD pass over to Carroll. Carroll sends it up the boards to Postma. Postma tried to get that one out, but he just lost it on a stick, and a shot goes to Seppi. Forced him to make the save with 13:02 in this first period. Scores 0-1 Fairbanks. Maddie Postma, Brownworth are out there with Dotson and Joran Anderson as we win that faceoff. Forward goes to Fairbanks. Shot was whiffed on. Brownworth takes advantage, gets it out to neutral ice as Postma chases this one down along with three Fairbanks players. Brownworth enters the zone along with Maddie as Fairbanks has that. Brownworth trying to get that one back. Unable to. Maddie delivering a big hit on the boards, gets it to Brownworth. Brownworth throws it in deep for the boys to chase this one down. Down to the near corner it goes. Maddie will get there first, delivers a hit. Brownworth swoops that one out, gets it back to Maddie. It goes up high, but out of the zone where fresh legs McLaughlin is on the ice. Sends it over to Dotson. That one off his feet, ends up back deeper into our zone. Dotson looking for the pass. It ends up on the Fairbanks stick. Brownworth steals that one away with help from Dotson. Shot, kick save by Otto. Dotson to McLaughlin up high. Brownworth tried to block that shot, but it got past him, and Seppi was right there to make the save nonetheless as we get more fresh legs out on the ice on both sides. .12:09 left in this first period. 0-1 Fairbanks. McLaughlin with the face-off. He's out there with Hunter and Eli Anderson. Dotson and Altenberg, or correction, Carroll and Altenberg on defense. And that Fairbanks passing it up on the twig of Eli Anderson, who gains his own, but only briefly as Fairbanks steals it right back away. Putting on the pressure was Hunter. Anderson trying to get that one back, and it allowed an errant pass to end up on the stick of Carroll, who sends that one down and deep for the boys to chase down. Anderson tries to get this one away, but Fairbanks sends it right back on out to neutral ice. Carroll's going to regroup here with Altenberg, who he sent it right on over to, and up but not out as Bren for Fairbanks is able to hold. McLaughlin steals that one away, backhand passes up to Hunter. Hunter looking to pass this one out, and that's exactly what he does. Over to Eli Anderson, who gains his own with McLaughlin trailing. Hunter on the right-hand side. McLaughlin towards the net, gets that one stolen away before he could get the shot off, but he gets the puck back. He tries a toe drag around the Fairbanks player, but the Fairbanks player steals it away, sends it up the near boards, right back and forth between the Fairbanks players. We're forced to go on the defense. Altenberg sends it back in on and off sides, and we get a whistle at 11:08. First period, score is 0-1 Fairbanks. McLaughlin, or correction, Erstrom with that faceoff goes forward. We got Morales out there along with Baxter, Anderson, and Dotson back on defense. That puck ended up on the twig of Erstrom, who's fighting for dear life to hang on to it, but Fairbanks ended up with it as they gained the zone. Dotson back on defense. We'll get to that puck first, trying to send it up the boards, but Fairbanks held with the body shot, and it is a bar-down shot by Fairbanks, making this a 0-2 game, 10:45 in the first period. Ersham, Morales, Baxter remain up front. We got Dotson and Jordan Anderson back on defense. Erstrom, face off to the rear, goes to Dotson, who sends that up to the neutral ice. Fairbanks brought into their own zone. Morales takes advantage of that. He's got it on his stick, right in the center slot, looking for Baxter. Baxter unable to pull the trigger on that one, and Fairbanks going to end up with it. Stealing in the neutral ice was Erstrom, trying to get it back, but Fairbanks sends it down in deep into our defensive zone. Seppi settles things down for Jordan Anderson, who sends it up to Morales. Just under his stick, up to Fairbanks. Jordan Anderson steals it right back, gets it to Erstrom. Erstrom on the breakout. Baxter on his right. We got an odd-man rush. Erstrom all by himself, goes in, backhand shot. Goalie makes a save. Fairbanks has it once again as they go on the breakout now out to neutral ice. Dotson back by himself, but Anderson's getting back there along with Morales to help on defense. Shot, kick saved by Otto, and Morales swoops in to get that one away from the front side of the net. Puck goes around to the far boards. Fairbanks gets there first. Puck goes back behind the net to the near boards where Baxter's trying to pick that up. Fairbanks hits it off the body of Dotson, sends it down to the far corner. Jordan Anderson back behind the net. Baxter delivering a check to try and get that puck back, but it ended up at the point. Blocked shot by Erstrom. Goes out to neutral ice as he tries to chase this one down. We're getting some changes going on, making sure that we're not getting called for too many men, and we were not, as we bring out Postma, Brownworth, and Maddie. Maddie, who steals that puck away, sends it over to Carroll, who's also fresh on the ice with Altenberg. Up to Brownworth as he gains the zone. Brownworth slides that pass. We were looking for Postma at the slot, but Fairbanks found it first. As it comes back out to neutral ice, Altenberg's going to grab that one and throw it in, but just barely offsides as both Maddie and Brownworth are trying to make their way across the blue line. .8:57 to go in this 0-2 game where Fairbanks is in the lead. And we got a center ice face-off after that offsides. Maddie with the face-off goes to the rear. Gets it over to Carroll. Carroll sends it up the wall looking for Postma. Fairbanks player got in the way and stole that one to send it down in our defensive zone. Fairbanks front and center shot, slot shot, saved by Seppi. That could have been the save of the game right there for him. And this one goes all the way down for icing, and we're going to get potential change here, it appears, as we bring out McLaughlin, Hunter, Eli Anderson, Carroll, and Altenberg will remain on defense.
Stick smoke is better.
McLaughlin with the face-off forward. Fairbanks has a D-to-D pass, shot from the point, blocker down by Seppi. Hunter over on the half wall. McLaughlin comes in to help out, but Fairbanks maintains, sends it down to Carroll. Carroll behind the net to Altenberg. Altenberg up to Eli Anderson. Anderson over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin through center ice with a lot of speed. He's got Hunter on his right-hand side. Hunter going towards the middle, towards the slot, taking that position in the front of the net, moving his feet as Carroll holds at the point. Down to Eli Anderson into the corner, where Fairbanks has it back behind the net as they accelerate up through their zone. Anderson comes in to deliver a check, helps get that puck back. McLaughlin steals, regains the offensive. McLaughlin toe drags through the feet of one of the Fairbanks players, but Fairbanks gets it back. Back behind the net they go as they are on their breakout now. 7:47 remains in this first period. 0-2 Fairbanks. Big check given by Dotson down in the near corner, gets that puck to McLaughlin, who sends it to the far boards, but Fairbanks intercepts. Down low, Jordan Anderson is going to pick that one up, sends it to Hunter. Hunter tried to pass it out, but blocking was Fairbanks with their feet. Puck just ping-ponging back and forth, ends up on the stick of McLaughlin, gets out to neutral ice, but Fairbanks has it, tries to send it in, but it was right to the stick of Dotson, who sends it out on a deflected pass to McLaughlin, who gains his own with Hunter on his right. McLaughlin loses the puck to Fairbanks up the far boards to Dotson, where he holds. He sends it back down and low to McLaughlin once again. McLaughlin down and deep behind the net as he goes off on a change. Baxter's fresh legs on the ice along with Morales. Erstrom has joined the rush now as he puts on the pressure, gets it to Baxter. Baxter tries to run it up the slot, but Fairbanks steals it away, sends it all the way down for an icing. There's a twig back behind the net. Who lost their twig? I missed that. It's not Seppi's, he's got his. I'm only half caffed this morning. I gotta finish my coffee. Carroll and Altenberg are out there on defense right now, along with the Erstrom line. That's Morales and Baxter flanking, as Louis Imbriani, referee, brings the Fairbanks player his twig that was sitting behind Seppi's net there. Altenberg up high, holds, twists, curls, sends it down to the slot to Erstrom, shot just wide of the net, back behind the net it goes. Fairbanks going to pick this one up. Baxter steals it away. Baxter gets it to Erstrom. Erstrom from behind the net, looking to send it somewhere. He goes back behind the net where Fairbanks picks it up. Baxter steals it again, goes down, and that's going to be a penalty for roughing, says referee Lazo. Maybe he saw something I didn't. Might have been a little bit of a weak call, in my opinion, but you know what? Baxter drew that. If that's the case, good for him. Puts us on the power play for 2 minutes. 6:27 to go in the period. 0-2 Fairbanks. McLaughlin with the face-off. Morales and Erstrom out there with him. Erstrom hands it off to Altenberg up high. TDD pass to Jordan Anderson. On-ice shot goes wide of the net. Up the near boards to Erstrom to hold. Erstrom steals it away. Altenberg steps up in to maintain possession, sends it down low to Erstrom. Erstrom looking to center that one up, but Fairbanks blocked it. Up high to Altenberg, and it squirts out to neutral ice, where he's going to hand it off to Jordan Anderson. Anderson throws that one down and deep, back behind the net into the near corner. It goes for Erstrom to chase this one down, which he does. He steals it, sends it out to Eli Anderson. Anderson was trying to walk that one in. Puck squirts out from the near corner, back behind the net where Fairbanks has it, and they're going to ice that puck all the way down. It looks like we're going to get Maddie, Baxter, and Morales out there now. I think I said Morales earlier. It was actually Eli Anderson. A little bit of a height difference there. You'd think I could tell. 5:41 left in the first period. A minute 15. That's 75 seconds left in the power play for the boys. Maddie with the face-off. Gets that back to Morales. Morales shot and a save by Fairbanks goalie there. Maddie down in the far corner. Loses it to Fairbanks. Morales gets in the way of that one to slow it down as Fairbanks maintains possession behind their net. Baxter went in to try and get it away, and we had an icing on a rolling puck once again, and it's waved off. Dotson sends that out to neutral ice to Fairbanks. They send it back down in. No high stick. Dotson up to Baxter. Maddie looking for it. Maddie gets it back. He's got Morales on his left-hand side. Tried to send it over to him, but Fairbanks intercepted that one. Carroll's chasing this one down, along with Dotson. Carroll curls hard to get rid of the Fairbanks player. Gets up to Morales, who sends it over to Baxter. Baxter right up the middle, gets pushed out wide. 10 seconds left on this power play as this one goes up high. Carroll to hold, sends it back down in deep. Fairbanks has it again, sends it up the boards. Carroll walks it in as Fairbanks shows full strength. Dotson sends it back down in deep, back behind the net, over to the far corner. McLaughlin's trying to get on that one, but Fairbanks gets their first post, but fresh on the ice to hold. Tries to send it down, but Fairbanks is going to ice that puck. And we're going to get an offensive zone face-off with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first period. Score 0-2 Fairbanks. McLaughlin is centering up Postma and Brownworth now as Matty was out on that power play. Guessing this will go back. Face-off was won. Brownworth unable to get a handle on that one. Fairbanks sends it out to neutral ice where they're going to regroup things. Sends it down and deep on an icing. We'll get another O-zone face-off with 4:02 to go in the period. Definitely getting more O-zone time today, but not as much as you want to see. McLaughlin takes his face-off. Brownworth, Postma, Altenberg, and Anderson and back on defense. That face-off went to Anderson, who sent it over to Altenberg, who sends it down and deep. McLaughlin picks it up from behind the net, gets it stolen away by Fairbanks. Fairbanks sends it up to the far boards where Anderson attempted to hold. Altenberg by himself. Postma coming in for that defensive position as Altenberg sent that one up to McLaughlin, who's going to walk this one in. Brownworth on his right-hand side. Shot high. Wraps up and around the near boards. Now to center ice, where number 13 for Fairbanks, who's a fast, talented player, had that one on his stick, gained the zone. That one went past several sticks there as nobody could get a handle on it. Postma tries to get it up the boards, but Fairbanks has it, tries to send it down deep. Brownworth picks that one up, and he's looking for somebody to send it to, and he goes up the boards and out just barely, forcing the offsides and a change. .313 remains in the first period, 0-2 Fairbanks, as Erstrom has this one on his stick with Hunter on his left as they gain the zone. Erstrom with the toe drag, backhand shot, and a save by the Fairbanks goalie. I'll be really interested to get the statistics from the Godfather after this first period. I think it's going to be better than last night, but not as good as we had hoped. We've probably had close to a dozen scoring opportunities, maybe a half dozen shots on goal. They've probably had, I'm guessing Fairbanks maybe has about 10 shots on goal. Fairbanks sends that down deep. Seppi settles it down behind the net. That one was Eli Anderson to Carroll, back to Anderson. Anderson gains his own with Hunter. Drops it off for Hunter. That definitely fooled the Fairbanks player as he tried to backhand it down to Carroll. It got intercepted by Fairbanks, and they're going to send it right back on out, but it ends up in the stick of Eli Anderson. plays it back to himself off the boards, hands it off to Morales. Morales will gain the zone now with Hunter. Morales going up the middle, gets that one stripped away. We got a broken twig on the ice. Question, why do hockey sticks cost $350? Morales up through middle ice, hands it off to Baxter on his left-hand side as they gain the zone. Fairbanks has it. McLaughlin pressuring, gets that one away. Walks it right back in. He goes down on his own accord there, and that was not a trip. If it was hard to tell, Fairbanks gains their zone, they're offensive. They walk it into our defensive zone down the far corner, back and forth between Fairbanks. This one's going to score it out as Morales turns on the Jets, picks this one up. He's got Baxter trailing on his right-hand side. Baxter gets pushed down to the far corner and back behind the net, loses the puck up to the near or far corner, that is. Baxter steals that one. Neutral ice here. Tries to hand it off to Maddie, who was just walking in the zone there. Baxter attempted a hold, but I think it scored it just past his stick as it goes back to Jordan Anderson. He hands it off to Dotson. Dotson sends it down towards the net, just slightly right and into the near corner. Maddie holds up high, sends it down and sends it down and deep. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Altenberg, shot on ice, save. Goes up high, but not out of play as Baxter takes a big hit. Fairbanks gets on that one, but Maddie comes in to help out. Holding up high again was Altenberg. Altenberg's shot, and it goes, I think it hit the rumpus there of Maddie as it didn't make its way to the net, but it goes to Carroll. Center ice slot pass was intended for Maddie, and this one pops out to neutral ice with 34 seconds to go in this first period. Carroll to Altenberg to Postma. Postma trying to maintain possession to get that to Maddie, and he does. Maddie gains his own with Brownworth on his left. He tries to get to him, ends up on Postma's stick. Shot, and just wide right of the net. Brownworth is going to go chase this one down as Fairbanks has it on their stick. He tried to steal it away once and twice. So did Maddie. Nobody could get it as Fairbanks maintains possession with 10 seconds to go. They enter the zone looking to get a shot off, and he's unable to as he whiffs on that. Carroll down in the far corner takes him out. Slow and play up as Maddie has it, and we're going to get a penalty for both. It's going to be a coincidental Fairbanks and I believe Maddie as they were down in the corner battling. Closing out the period, 0-2, Fairbanks in the lead. I'm doing something different for all you watching. I tried it last night. I said that it's not for kids, this video. Now, I know that sounds weird. Stand by one. 9 to 7, okay, that's a good guess. So 9 to 4. I thought it was closer to 6. So 9 to 4. I guess 10 to 6 was my guess. But a lot of those shots were high or wide.
Or outside the net.
Yeah.
The goalie, if we would just shoot, trying to dangle through, we're wasting opportunities. Throw the puck on the goal, for gosh sakes.
Yeah.
We have this entire season not been able to dangle through at the blue line. Why on earth do we continue this? It's just
Correct.
We're just asking for a loss.
Yeah, we're just not getting it through them like that. We got to move the puck. So,
If you can't carry it through, shoot it through.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Goodness sakes.
Yeah, just get it on net. So the Godfather has spoken. It is officially 9 shots on goal is what Fairbanks has against Seppi, and we have 4 on net. It looked like more. It's hard for me to see through the camera, but trust a goalie, parent, caretaker, grandfather. They're going to get the shots on goal right every time, especially a prior goalie, which the Godfather is. And so there you have it. A lot of our shots were high and wide, and coming from a lot of experience there. You know, Craig was saying, if you can't dangle through the team, at least shoot it on net. You have a better opportunity to score, and it takes shots to make goals, and it takes goals to win games. So Maddie and Fairbanks will sit for coincidental for a couple minutes. Or, correction, Carroll is in the box. I thought it was Maddie, but maybe I did see that earlier, but I called it wrong. So what I was saying, I'll finish my not made for kids comment here in a minute. It's not as not as crazy as it sounds. As Erstrom gets this one out of the zone, back through neutral ice. Hunter had it on his stick briefly as he steals it away with help from Hunter. Eli Anderson's able to get that. They bring it in offsides, though. So the Made Not for Kids, it's just simply, it allows you to make comments. And I actually see a thumbs up already. I don't know if that's new. I've never seen a thumbs up on the video. So I guess you're allowed to do that now. You can comment, too. If you tried doing that before and it was blocked, hopefully it's unblocked now. So it's still made for kids. We're still going to have a clean called hockey game here. It's still going to be as neutral as I can make it, as we just love kids and hockey. Baxter gains his own with a vengeance there. McLaughlin on his left-hand side. Morales was trailing. Fairbanks steals it away, and then Morales steals it right on back, sends it down and deep, and the puck's going to go back behind the net where Fairbanks tried to pick it up, but McLaughlin gets there first. He's trying to backhand it, get it to somebody there. Morales steals that one away. I see a lot more pressure now, and this is a good ozone time that we're having. Morales steals that one away again. Morales with McLaughlin. Shot blocked by the goalie. Saved by the goalie, that is. Morales gets it back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin shot and another save. We're getting shots on goal. We have now gotten 50% of the shots we had in the entire first period. McLaughlin trying to get a handle on this one. Backhands it and another save. Back over to the far corner. Morales is going to pick this one up first. And I like the aggression that we have as McLaughlin steals this one away at his feet. He kicks it to himself down towards the net. It just goes wide. Baxter picks it up behind the net. Baxter trying to get that one up to a slot shot, but nobody was home, so he had to take it back behind the net. Goes up high to Altenberg. Altenberg shot and a tip and what a tip by Morales there. Unbelievable break in the shutout. That was some great puck movement there. I think that was everything that the Godfather has spoken about during our intermission. That's exactly what they needed to do. Apparently, his brainwaves went all the way to Coach, and Coach told the kids what to do, and the kids performed. 1-2, Fairbanks still in the lead, but what a shot by Altenberg, I believe that was, to tip that in by Morales. Faceoff went to Brownworth. He tried to curl and lost it off his stick as Fairbanks gains the zone. Postma goes in to help out, and you can see some fire in this line as well, but Fairbanks stole it, sent it towards the net, gets sticked aside down to the near corner where Anderson and Erstrom try to get that away. Another shot save by Seppi, and it was covered, and Fairbanks was playing all the way to the whistle. Dotson made sure to push him aside. And we're going to get a quick change here. As I'm just going to say it, that line didn't quite do what the first line did. Yeah, I'm going to say it. My kid was on the line. They came out with some pressure, but not quite the handle. That's a tip shot by Fairbanks, and a dive onto that puck with Seppi. He saw that tip, and he made the save. It bounced out and squirted over to his left-hand side of the net, and he had to dive on it to stop that any kind of momentum. McLaughlin with the face-off. Wins it back to Hunter. Hunter up to McLaughlin. He's got Hunter and Eli Anderson with him as they gain the zone. McLaughlin tries to go between the legs. That one gets tapped back out where Altenberg goes D to D with Carroll. Carroll sends that up forward for Hunter. That's not interference? Delivered a check and didn't play the puck as the puck went in. That's kind of a textbook interference there. And then we just got away with what could have been called a trip. So I guess we evened it up now. So since I've been calling Carroll's name, that means he's out of the box. So it was 5-on-5 hockey either way, but that's what happened, coincidental. Carroll's tried to send that over to Anderson, but Fairbanks got a stick on it to stick it away. McLaughlin tries to steal it with help from Anderson. They do. Trying to send it down in deep. McLaughlin takes a defensive position. Shot blocker down by the Fairbanks goalie. That was McLaughlin from the point. Fairbanks tries to maintain possession, but stolen away by Anderson. He's tried to get over to Hunter, but then Fairbanks stole it right on back. Fairbanks gains the zone, hands it off to Carroll, who sends it up high to McLaughlin. And two sticks got in the way and made the puck pop up, but McLaughlin gets it back as he gains the zone, and we get some changes going on, so he sends it down in deep on a backhand so he can also get off the ice to bring out Baxter. And Erstrom, who he just whiffed on that puck, sends it back down in deep. Over to the far corner it goes. And I'm so glad that somebody made a comment. That might be our first, it's the first one I saw anyways, but you're welcome. And yeah, it's great. I'm glad we can comment now. Erstrom, centering pass to Morales. Morales tried to sling that one on net, but he got it blocked down in the far corner. Erstrom has it, tried to center it up for Baxter, but ends up on the stick of Fairbanks. Fairbanks sends it out to the middle ice, and this will go for icing, I believe, as everyone's trying to chase it down. That's exactly what happens. And we're going to get fresh legs out there with the Maddie line. That's Postma and Brownworth flanking. And we'll have Anderson and Dotson on defense for this offensive zone faceoff with 10:47 to go in our second period, where the score is 1-2, Fairbanks in the lead. Maddie with the faceoff. Gets it over to the left-hand side, trying to get his face-off back. Brownworth comes over to try and help out, trying to bat that stick or puck down, but it ends up on the player of Fairbanks who gets it in. Jordan Anderson delivers a check so Dotson can get down there on the puck. Dotson sends it up to Postma. Postma trying to get possession, gets it back, stealing back and forth, trying to get that puck out of the zone. And it finally does go. Maddie comes in to try and steal it away. Brownworth puts on the pressure over as he tries to push that puck out. Maddie helping out with that. Postma steals it away. High stick on us was not called, and I think you might have heard the reactions in the stands. Fairbanks steals it away. Maddie trying to get it back. Brownworth helping, putting on some pressure. This one squirts out to center ice where Fairbanks has it, a 1-on-2 situation. Towards the net, steered aside, rebound, saved. Second rebound goes in the back of the net as nobody was home to help out Seppi. One to three now, 9:57 in the second. Why we're allowing all these shots to happen, I don't know where our, I don't know. We'll see it later on the videos. Which I'm still working on. I've been super busy. We had 14 inches of snow to clear. That took me a couple days. Down low, Altenberg has this one. We got McLaughlin's line out there with Hunter and Eli Anderson. Carroll's back on defense along with Altenberg's. This puck goes to the far corner. Carroll chases that one down. Hunter swoops in to try and steal it away. Goes up high to Fairbanks. Shot blocked by McLaughlin. He wasn't sure where it went, but he bodied it down. It's right in front of him. Sent it up high. Hunter tried to steal away, but Fairbanks maintains possession. Shot, save. Goes back behind the net into the near corner. McLaughlin gets on that one, trying to get it up to Eli Anderson, and he does. Anderson's got Hunter on the right-hand side. This is the 2-on-1, but Fairbanks gets back just in time. Off to McLaughlin is where Anderson sent that one up the slot, and he tried to get a shot off, but it was blocked. Fairbanks has it on their stick as they go on the breakout now, sending that on a wide pass. That's Easton Causey for Fairbanks, who's a fast player and a gritty little guy, too. Anderson sends it wide to Hunter. Hunter will exit the zone with the puck on his stick. McLaughlin on the left-hand side as he gets bodied away from that puck. McLaughlin supplying the pressure, and it was just enough pressure to keep it in our O zone and get a change going on as we bring out Baxter. Eli and Jordan Anderson are on the ice right now. Dotson, shot, one-timer by Eli, goes wide of the net. Up front, and McLaughlin had to try to backhand that one in, but the goalie makes another save. 8:26 left in the 1-3 game where Fairbanks remains in this 2-goal lead. Erstrom with the faceoff. He's out there with Morales on his left-hand side, Baxter on the right, Jordan Anderson and Dotson back on defense. That puck got handed up to Dotson, who sent it down low. Erstrom trying to get a tip in on that one, but there wasn't quite enough mustard on it. Fairbanks exits the zone and gets tackled by a referee because he's out of position. Yeah, you're actually supposed to be off the board, Jeff. Erstrom gains the zone. Morales goes down and deep to try and get that puck back. Baxter trying to reset as the puck is passed by Fairbanks back behind their own net. Up high and out. And Jordan Anderson is forced to chase this one down. He just swoops it away in the nick of time before Fairbanks can get there. Anderson looking for Morales. Did not find his stick as Morales is now forced to chase the puck down, but Fairbanks gets there first. Fairbanks sends it out to neutral ice. Erstrom is forced to hold. Get the boys back on sides. Dotson. Deflected pass looking for Baxter. Erstrom steals it away from Fairbanks. Baxter slaps that one away. Morales, I thought he held the line there, but linesman says no. He called an offsides. Matty Postma Brownworth coming out. Along with Carolyn Altenberg on defense. Matty with the face-off. Wins it to the rear, goes to Carroll. Carroll, deflected pass up to Postma. Stolen away by Fairbanks. Carroll bodies the Fairbanks player. So Matty can swoop in on that far corner, pick up the puck, and he sends it up wide looking for Postma. Carroll gets that puck, sends it to Postma. Unable to clear the zone as Fairbanks holds. Gets it back at center ice. Brownworth chasing this one down. Forces a bad pass by Fairbanks to get to Altenberg. Altenberg's looking for Brownworth. Gets it up there. Brownworth out to Matty. Matty sends this one in the O-zone to chase down. Over to the far boards. Fairbanks grabs that one. Fairbanks to Fairbanks. Brownworth steals away, tries to get it to Matty, but it goes to Fairbanks once again. Fairbanks neutral ice. Altenberg has it. Altenberg to Brownworth. Brownworth sends it on a wide pass for Matty. Goes over to Postma. Postma gets it stolen away by Fairbanks. Fairbanks down low. Back and forth between them as they go on their breakout here. Easton Kazi, the fast player for Fairbanks, is going to force Altenberg to race back to get this puck with just over 6 minutes remaining in the second period. 1-3 game, Fairbanks in the lead. Puck goes down and deep behind the net. McLaughlin, fresh on the ice, picks this one up. McLaughlin on the breakout. Gains the zone. Brownworth wanted to go off on a change, and that's what he does. As McLaughlin spent some time down there. Hunter and Eli Anderson are all on the ice as Fairbanks ices this one all the way down. And we've got Liam Telford in the net right now. As Seppi was just hammered in that first half of the game, not doing our goalie many favors. And honestly, Fairbanks, they earned that one goal. That was a pretty gnarly one, kind of like our goal. It's pretty gnarly. They had that bar down shot. Goodness gracious. And our tip-in was pretty sweet too. That shot towards net was swooped away by the goalie right into the breadbasket there. I'm not sure it was on net. I still haven't finished my coffee. My brain hides out at the bottom of my coffee cup. McLaughlin back to Anderson. Anderson looking for Hunter. Fairbanks steals it. Hunter steals it back. Nice. Hunter back up to McLaughlin. Hunter to Anderson, and Fairbanks got a stick on it, so it didn't quite make it to Anderson as he was in that perfect position to make a sweet shot. Ends up with Jordan Anderson, who sends it forward, but ends up on Fairbanks' stick once again. Fairbanks icing, so we're getting an offensive zone face-off with, we getting fresh legs? No, just one, I think. We brought out Erstrom to flank McLaughlin along with Eli Anderson for this O-zone face-off. McLaughlin wins the face-off to the rear up to Jordan Anderson, down to Eli Anderson, down in deep. McLaughlin picks up beyond the net. McLaughlin trying for the backhand on a hard angle, does not go. Eli Anderson has it on his stick. McLaughlin gives a big check, and that's going to be called. Erstrom gives a little shove, trying to get him to retaliate, and that's exactly what Fairbanks did, so they might call them both now. I don't know. Charging that net was Fairbanks, and Dotson might have pushed him out wide, and that ended up taking out the whole ensemble there. Let's see what calls are on here. I missed it as I was looking down yonder. Referee Imbriani will make the call. The door is open on the Oilers side, and McLaughlin will take his seat on the bench for a 2-minute timeout for a game misconduct. So we got to send another one in there. McLaughlin's going to get his standard 2 and a 10. Brownworth will sit for the 2. Baxter with the faceoff wins that forward. Fairbanks has it as they start 2 minutes of power play action as we're on a penalty kill. Postma's out there along with Baxter, Carroll, and Altenberg. Stealing that one away was Baxter. Up the boards it goes. Baxter kicks it to himself. Did I say Baxter? That's Carroll. Pay attention, Joseph. Carroll did those last few minutes of work. Fairbanks has it on the breakout, gains the zone, hands it off on those far boards, back passes along the half wall, shot saved by Telly. 4:03 to go in the second period, 1:20 in the 2-minute portion of the game misconduct penalty. I didn't actually see the call. I'll ask in a minute here. I think I know somebody who knows. Erstrom will take this face off. Both Andersons on the ice along with Dotson. Shot to the near corner. Eli Anderson sends it up the boards. And Erstrom takes out a player, and that's going to be a penalty. I don't know if I got on film. I was looking elsewhere, so I didn't see it. So it's going to be a 5-on-3. As there's some discussion here for possible head contact, I would assume. Fairbanks player's up, sore, but getting his way to his feet as he's skating off under his own power right now, taking a big hit. What's the call on this one? And that's going to be another game. So we got 4 Oilers in the box right now. Hunter's going to serve the 2 minutes. And I was looking away again. Timeout. I'm going to go see what these penalties were. Keep looking other places.
I just noticed. Is it okay? Is it B? Thank you.
All right, I'm back after that timeout. Oh, nice. So both of those were head contacts, is why they got the game misconducts. So we have 4 players on the bench. 2 are serving the 2 minutes portion of that, and then the 10 minutes will start after the 2 minutes are served by the 7s. So we got McLaughlin, number 7 in the box, Erstrom, number 17 in the box, as we have 5-on-3 for another 42 seconds. Shot saved by Telly in the near boards. Jordan Anderson's out there with Morales and Dotson. Fairbanks shot blocked by Morales, goes in the far corner, up the boards. Fairbanks has it again. Towards net, across the blue paint. Telly makes the save. That one went under his glove, then under his leg pad, and nothing into the back of the net, fortunately for us. Just across the blue paint as Fairbanks continues to put on the pressure. Shot, kick save by Telly. Rebound shot, save. Another shot, blocker down. That was 3 in a row. Another shot towards net goes high over the net. As the first penalty comes to an end, Brownworth comes out of the box, told to join the rush. Get in there, help box out. As Fairbanks has it on their stick, Brownworth tries to push out. Fairbanks' shot goes across the front of the net. Fairbanks shot goes all the way out to neutral ice, where Morales kicks it away. Fairbanks regains his own. Slapper saved. Jordan Anderson comes in, throws it towards the near corner. Brownworth up the half wall and bats that one away from the player before he can get there. As we go off some changes, Baxter's coming out on the ice to join along with Postma. Second penalty is about to come to a close here as this one goes up in the netting. There's 8 seconds remaining, and then Hunter will come out of the box. This is from who? Oh, nice. I was told I was getting fan mail while I was gone. I'm excited to open that. Minute 58 left in the second period. Score is 1-3. We've got 8 seconds left of penalty kill action. Maddie with the face-off. We've got Altenberg and Carroll out there along with Baxter. Altenberg sends that up high from the point, shot wide and higher than that. Goes into the far boards. Full strength Oilers. Hunter makes a rush to join. As we try to get this one out of the zone, generate some offense. Carroll, and a shot just wide of the net. Hunter has it in the near corner. Kind of centered that one up. Fairbanks took advantage. Saved by Telly. Back up to the point. Shot low. That was a blind shot. That was like what Otto saw earlier, but this one got blocked away by some of the boys. I didn't see who. Over to the far boards. Baxter tried to deflect it off the boards and out. Unable. Fairbanks holds. Sends it down in low once again. Hunter and Carroll over there trying to get it away. Hunter using the body to get it to Maddie. Maddie trying to send it up the boards, but that one pops out. Morales, Brownberg, and Carroll back on defense. Morales with the face-off. Fairbanks gets that one. Brownworth intercepts, tries to get it out, but gets it sticked off by Fairbanks. Altenberg tried to grab it, but then Fairbanks stole that one too. Backhand shot, kick save by Telly. Another shot towards net. Didn't have enough mustard on it. It's just floating all over the place with 1 minute to go in the second period. Eli Anderson over on the far wall sends that one up and out. Brownworth put on the pressure, just popped up over his stick as he tried to get it back. Morales putting on some pressure as Fairbanks sends it in. Carroll's going to steal it away from the front side of the net. Brownworth tips that one out to Morales. Morales exits the zone with it, hands it off to Anderson, but then loses it to Fairbanks. Fairbanks regains the zone with a half a minute to go. Shot, saved by Telly. Rebound shot goes into the back of the net. As, again, there was a breakdown in defense, I believe. That brings our score 1-4 as the second period is about to come to a close. Morales back to Dotson. Dotson sends that forward. Goes to Fairbanks. Fairbanks sends this one out. Easton Kazi tips that up to number 13, who's very fast and talented. And a tripping will be called against Dotson as Morales slaps that one away. And we're going to go sit in the box for 2 minutes again. We got 2 players still in there serving their 10 minutes, and we're going to put a third in there, Dotson, with 11.1 remaining in the second period. Postma, Baxter, Joran Anderson, and Altenberg for this 11 seconds. Fairbanks shot, save. You can hear that from all the way up here, up high, and squirts on out to neutral ice, and they won't be able to do anything at this point as they're trying to get back on sides very slowly. That closes out period number 2, 1-4. Just not seeing the pressure as much towards the end of the period. A lot of the momentum was taken away by the penalties. Sitting, like I said, we had four boys sitting in the box there at one point. It looked like that, was that the Capitals game? They had like half their team in the box, if anyone watches NHL. Start off our third period with 15 minutes on the board and a minute 49 of penalty kill action.
We had 18 shots against us. We had
18? Well, at least we got more. Where we started out the period really good. And
and
then,
that scored, but then we went back to our old ways of standing around watching and not looking to pass.
and then taking bonehead penalties.
Oh, yeah.
18-7.
I mean, it's time to sit people until they won't have a pull up.
Well, my kid's not exactly being strong today out there. I don't know what he's got going on. He's like afraid. He's afraid to carry the puck though.
Well,
I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if coach is on him
that's
about
because
that.
our coach was afraid of him.
You have too much possession and want to hand off to him.
And they said, oh, you know, well, let's not practice being physical. We'll go. And then he screamed at him. Our goalies did a couple saves, and then the third one was,
That's exactly what it is, yeah. I mean, third, fourth, rebound. How many rebounds are we going to give these guys? Those last two goals were both defensive failures.
the one that he top shelved him.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Sept.
You got to give him that. That was a good shot.
And the one before that.
And ours was a great one, too. That tip in, you're not going to save that either.
No, that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. All right, so 18-7 for shots on goal. I think you can do the math on who's got who there. That would be 18 shots, what Fairbanks had. And gotta get rid of that. I got something on my screen. We had 7 shots on goal. Fairbanks had 18. Yeah, we need to stay out of the box and generate some more offense. As Fairbanks gains the zone, Carroll, Postma. Remember, we're on the penalty kill right now for another minute and a half. Altenberg down low, back behind the net to Carroll. Carroll sends it up high. Fairbanks to hold at the point. Fairbanks shot, stopped by Carroll, lost at his feet. Fairbanks took advantage and made a shot on goal where Telly made a save. Fairbanks has possession again, back behind the net. They go, being forced out by Altenberg. Now Baxter. Baxter steals it away, sends it up but not out. Fairbanks holds up high, sends it down and deep, puck behind the net. Carroll. Shot on net, saved by Telly. Over the far boards, Altenberg sends this one out on a beautiful clear that deflected off the boards, negating the icing and allowing a full change to happen. For the next 50 seconds of power play, Hunter, Morales, Maddie, and Joran Anderson out there as Fairbanks centers that slot shot up, stirred up by Hunter, I believe. Fairbanks has it again, shot saved by Telly. 34 seconds to go on our penalty kill, 13:44 in the game, 1-4 Fairbanks. Morales, Maddie, Anderson, Eli Anderson, and Joran Anderson. Maddie has this one back behind the net. He goes, taking a big hit. Up high, Fairbanks goes deep, but misses on it. Sends it back down to deep. Over to the far boards, Fairbanks has it on the the low half wall rather. Joran Anderson comes in to waste some time. Fairbanks ends up with it, walks towards the net, shot, save Telly. Morales takes this face off, 12 seconds to go on our penalty kill. Face up goes off, up high, shot, kick, save by Telly. That was a zinger there. Out to center ice, and that's going to conclude the penalty kill as Dotson joins the rush now. Oilers full strength. Morales sends that one all the way down and deep into the near corner. Anderson holds along with Maddie. Maddie trying to get it back down and deep. Big hits here. Morales giving a reverse check there, taking out a Fairbanks player. Sends this one back to neutral ice. Jordan Anderson playing the body to try and get that one back. Fairbanks player is down and hurt as we blow the play dead to tend to the Fairbanks player. Nothing egregious or illegal there, just a lot of bodies going back and forth. I know Anderson and Maddie were down there and 2 Fairbanks player, and I think the smaller Fairbanks player just got squished up between a lot of bigger bodies, and definitely hope that he's okay as he's tended to. He's in the seated position right now. And looking to get back up on his feet here. Still laboring and in a little bit of pain as Fairbanks coach helps him up to his feet. Everybody cheering for him, glad that he's all right and skating under his own power now. .12:43 to go in the game. We are down by a few goals. Morales, Eli Anderson, and Brownworth went out. Carroll and Altenberg back on defense. As we get a neutral zone face-off, Morales, Brownworth back to Altenberg, up to Brownworth. Brownworth tries to sling this one out. Up to Morales, uses the boards to do it. Gets to Morales, gains the zone with Brownworth trailing. Anderson on the right-hand side. Morales tries to toe drag around, but loses the puck to Fairbanks as we go back on the defensive for 5-on-5 hockey. Trip, but not called. Shot. Save. Another rebound opportunity, and Telly diving on that one to make a second save. It's good to trust your goalies, but we can't rely on them that much. Trust is one thing, but play your position more important. That's off the side of the net by Fairbanks. Fairbanks trying to get possession, but Carroll says no and steals it away. Uses the deflection off the boards to get it to Baxter over in the far corners. He curls around, sends it on a long lead pass up to Postma. Unable to get control, but that one bounces out. Hunter chases this one down, sticks that one away. Going to get his steal right back as a Fairbanks player makes a dive on the ice. Postma stretching out to try and stop that one, but just gets past him as Fairbanks has it, sends that one down in. Altenberg was tangled up there briefly, threw his hands up to say, hey, I'm not holding, as he chases it down back behind the net. Hunter down low in the corner delivers a check so Baxter can get on the puck. In the feet of Hunter, and he finds it, steals it away as he accelerates on out. Postma on his right-hand side as they gain the zone. Loses it, but trying to get it back. He does up to Postma. Postma trying to get the shot off. Altenberg does from up high. Down low, blocker to side by the Fairbanks goalie. And there is a delayed penalty on Fairbanks. Imbriani yelling at him. I totally missed what it was. And I haven't seen a signal yet by referee Imbriani. What was it called? I didn't even see it happen. Fairbanks coach asking for an explanation. And just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I totally missed it. Maddie, Morales, and Brownworth coming out. I'm not sure if they're rolling lines right now. Because we still have 2 in the box serving their 10. So the lines are all kind of weird. Long explanation as we have 11 minutes and 9 seconds on the board remaining in the game. We need to keep the game going. Referee Imbriani says it's a game, so they're sending one more to the box for whatever the infraction was, which We have no hand signals. 2 minutes. I'm not. He teed. Okay, there might be multiple penalties. I'm not sure. Appears to be an unsportsmanlike conduct is what he. So it must have been. It wasn't something we could see, but something that referee Imbriani heard. So there must have been some foul language or remarks. The referee instantly called out number 24, so he knew exactly who made the comments. We're on the power play right now. Shot gets steered aside. You got Maddie Brownworth out there, Morales. Carroll's holding right at the line. Nice hold there by Carroll. Sends it down and deep for Maddie to chase down. Back behind the net it goes. Morales trying to get on that one. Up high, Carroll will hold again. Carroll shot towards net. Brownworth trying to get a tip on it. It just went wide. Anderson sends it back behind the net over in the near boards. Maddie trying to get there. Jordan Anderson a hold, but it just squirts out off of Fairbanks' stick. Off to Morales. Morales trying to regroup. Sends it wide over to Anderson. Anderson off the boards up to Brownworth. Brownworth goes over to Morales, who's got Maddie with him. Trying to toe drag across, but gets it sticked away. Morales trying to get that one back, and Maddie's able to get it with the help from the Morales check. But this one squirts out as coach is getting a change going in. This one bounces off the feet of Maddie. Fairbanks sends it down in. We're on the power play for another 45 seconds here. This one goes out to Eli Anderson, who's fresh on the ice. Shot towards net. Was actually tipped by our own guy, but Telly made the save. We are just not generating offense today. Morales sends this one up and out. And Fairbanks sends it right back on in. Nobody saw it coming. That pass was Anderson to Anderson. Shot saved, glove down by Telly. And we're going to take a defensive zone face-off as the clock is running, which will end our power play by running it out. So we're out of time today, so we got to run that clock down. Baxter at the face-off. Fairbanks full strength. Hunter tried to find Anderson. Baxter's in along with them to put on some pressure here in this 1-4 game where Fairbanks is safely in the lead, or so they think. Altenberg up to Hunter. Hunter couldn't find it. Fairbanks did. Fairbanks gains the zone. Down in the near corner. Dotson gives a check, gives Hunter time to get on it. With help from Baxter, they're trying to get possession of that puck with 8:27 to go in the game on a running clock. Fairbanks comes up with that, but Altenberg sticks it away. Altenberg back to Hunter. Hunter uses the boards to try to get it up, but not out. Fairbanks has it again. Baxter steals it away, gets it back to Hunter. Baxter gets it to himself, deflects off the boards and down for icing just to get a change in, I believe, with 8:06 to go on a running clock. Morales, Postman, and Brownworth are out there. Fairbanks has it. Shot saved by Telly. McLaughlin back on the ice finally. Back behind the net they go. Dotson taking a big check by that number 13 for Fairbanks. Fairbanks has it, sends it towards net where Jordan Anderson intercepts, hands it off to Morales. Morales has McLaughlin and Postma out there with him. He gives it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin gains his zone, trying to center that pass up. Anderson steps up into this one, sends it down in deep. Back behind the net is where the puck goes, where Fairbanks collects it, sends it up the boards. Dotson trying to get a handle on it with help from Postma. Fairbanks maintains possession, sends it up to Easton Causey for Fairbanks. Stealing away was Morales with help from McLaughlin. Morales up and around the boards to the near side. Postma to chase it down. Fairbanks gets on it first. Postma blocking the shot where it squirts out to the neutral zone. Fairbanks sends it back in, just barely making it back on sides, and they throw it in deep as Fairbanks goes off to get a couple changes in. Trying to get up the boards was Postma. Coach calling for a whistle as we need to get some changes going in. Jordan Anderson back behind the net. Fairbanks steals it away. Center slot shot. Bar down. 1-5 Fairbanks. That was just a nasty shot there by Fairbanks. That bar down. And it was a rapid one. We let a guy behind the net send it right to a guy right in the slot all by himself and allowed him to do that. It's 5.5 to go in the game. Running clock 1-5. Things are looking a little grim for the boys in gray and green. Anderson sends it up to Erstrom, who's also back on the ice after his 10 minutes served. Erstrom looking for Maddie. Goes up high to Altenberg, over to Carroll. Carroll shot. And it goes in the back of the net. No, it does not. Oh, wow, that was off the post. It looked like it bounced in, but it bounced out. Carroll again. Shot. Trying to stuff it in. Loose puck. We're playing. And that was the most offense I think we've generated in the third period. Keep it up, boys. Go get another one. I thought for sure that puck went in. Sorry about that bad call. It is deceiving through 3 sets of nets and the camera. Uh-oh, and that one tried to be held in by Carroll, got past Fairbanks, brought it out, but then Altenberg saved the day as the last man back, sent it back forward. Fairbanks has it once again. Fairbanks sends it in, but it goes up to the netting, get a whistle on the play. Erstrom, Maddie, Eli Anderson, Carroll, and Altenberg back on defense. Carroll gets that one off the face-off up to Eli Anderson. Long pass over to Maddie. Maddie gains the zone, tried to backhand pass it up to Erstrom, but Fairbanks intercepted. Keep kicking my tripod today, sorry. Down in the near corner, Anderson battling with help from Carroll to get it away. Goes up high. Eli went down in a slump, but got right back up. Fairbanks sends it in deep. Altenberg steals it away, but it just keeps ending up on the Fairbanks stick. This one squirts past to the Fairbanks defenseman. Erstrom is going to chase this one down. He gets there first. Erstrom to the net, shoots, and a double save there by the goalie as he couldn't get the rebound to go either. Hit delivered by Eli Anderson, trying to get the puck back to Erstrom with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Puck over the half wall. Maddie squirts it out to Eli Anderson. Anderson back to Altenberg. Altenberg back to Eli. Eli running up the slot. Look, shoots, save, rebound, saved. Another rebound, save. Eli Anderson shot, and it goes in the back of the net. It deflected off the lower part of the goalie's leg pad, and that brings the score 2-5. Fairbanks still in the lead. And we got 3 minutes to go. Coach wanting everyone to rush to the face-off so we can continue to generate some offense here. McLaughlin, Hunter, and Baxter out on the ice along with Dotson and Jordan Anderson on defense. Drop the puck after wasting time. McLaughlin goes forward with that. Face-off. He's got Hunter on his right-hand side. Gets that one sticked away. Baxter shot. Gets steered aside in the near corner where Hunter has it. Centering slot. Shot. And McLaughlin trying to hand it off to Baxter up front. Puck goes up high. Anderson unable to hold as that puck was bouncing. Dotson back there on defense with him. Anderson up to McLaughlin. McLaughlin lost it to Fairbanks. Fairbanks brings it in. Anderson sticks it away, gets it up to Baxter. Baxter and Hunter. Baxter to Hunter. Gains his zone with the trailing McLaughlin. 2 minutes to go on a running clock. Up high to Dotson. Telly still in the net. Jordan Anderson shot. Rebound opportunity on a wide open net. Goes in the back of the net. And we're continuing to generate offense with 2 minutes on a running clock to go. 3-5 is the score. And if we can do that, it's been taking 1 minute on each one of those. And that's all we have left to spend. Erstrom, Morales, and Maddie out on the ice. Dotson and Anderson and back. Fairbanks taking their sweet time to get up here, knowing that it's a running clock. I guess that's gamesmanship. Jordan Anderson goes back to retrieve that one, throws it back behind the net, up the boards, looking for Morales. Morales doesn't get there in time. Right off the coconut of Telly as he makes that mass save, ends up on the stick of Erstrom. Erstrom gains his own with Matty on his left, trailing Morales. Telly is off the ice. We got the extra attacker right now. 6-on-5 action. Fairbanks has it. We got an empty net as Eli Anderson joins the rush. Anderson to Morales. Morales with the tip towards the net. Doesn't make it there. Erstrom trying to get this one back. That stick was slashed out of his hands, but no call on the play. Eli Anderson trying to walk this one down in, sends it deep to Matty. Matty gets taken down by a Fairbanks player. This one's sent up and out, and will it go for icing? It's fluttering as Dotson chases it down. It just makes its way there. 55 seconds to go. And Erstrom's going to get sent to the box, which is going to negate our extra attacker for whatever extracurriculars he was doing. As we get a Telly back in the net, this is going to end the game at this point as we are on a penalty kill for the last 30 seconds. Might as well take our sweet time. Nobody knows where the face-off is. If he got a penalty, wouldn't it be in our defensive zone? I don't know what's happening. McLaughlin trying to gain the zone. He's got a lot of fear. He wants to get another goal. McLaughlin delivers a check. Morales trying to get the puck back with only 8 seconds to go. McLaughlin trying to squirt it out to Morales. Fairbanks has it on their stick, and that's going to end the game in a 3-5 loss for the boys. What's the analysis? Stay out of the box. Pass the puck, move the puck. We did a lot better. Did you notice that? When we moved the puck around, we scored. That was good. There's some good takeaways from the game. It was better than last night's game, but just not quite there yet. I don't know if the break was too long or what. But that's what it is. Gonna get the final statistics here from the Godfather in a moment. Seppi's still in conversation with the referee, wanting to know why he let that kid plow into him. I'm kind of curious myself. That happened the first period if you weren't with us yet. Charging towards the net. Seppi went to make the save. Fairbanks player plowed right into him, ripped him out of the net. Equipment went flying. No call. All right, stand by for the statistics. Final statistics of the game for shots on goal were 37-19. Fairbanks had that one covered. So again, Fairbanks really owned this game. It wasn't quite as bad as last night. I know I said it a couple times now, so that's good. That's a positive. We'll take the positives with the negatives. The boys know what they need to work on. The coaches down there know exactly how to coach them, and they'll take care of it. We got an evening game coming up. I will not be able to talk to you. I don't know if it's going to be here on the Facebook. I'm going to talk to Alana and see if she wants to use my YouTubes. We'll make it clear, though, how we do that. She might just do it on the Facebook. So make sure you're looking at the Facebook as well to see where the video will be for this evening. Playing the Kenai team this evening. So I won't see you back here, but let's hope the boys have a great game. And I will be back for the termination. What is it? Not termination, Dust. Polar Bear tournament coming up this week, and I'll be around for that. So I look forward to talking to you then. Until then, have a very blessed rest of your weekend. Enjoy the snow if you're here in Anchorage, and we'll talk to you later.